Welcome to the Emerging Lawyer series at the Coffee Con Show, powered by the Emerging India Forum TIF and a tech partner, Prime Infotech Solution. Theme is From Courtrooms to Conflict Resolution. We have with us Nandini Gore, Senior Partner at Karanjawala and Company Advocates. With over 3.5 decades of experience at the highest levels of advocacy, Nandini has represented clients across the Supreme Court, High Courts, and key tribunals, including the Mines Tribunal and the National Green Tribunal. A certified mediator and respected voice in mining law and dispute resolution, she is known not only for her sharp legal acumen but also for her ability to bring empathy and perspective to the most complex cases. Today, we take a step beyond the legal arguments to explore the woman behind the role, her journey, values, and the personal power she brings to the practice of law. So, welcome, ma'am, to today's coffee conversation.
Thank you so much for inviting me, and it is really my privilege to talk to you and try and inspire the next generation. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah. So, let me explain you upon the flow. There are 3 rounds: professional journey, personal journey, and a surprise, the rapid fire round, for which you will be in the hot seat. And here's your gift, Legal AI 101, which will be autographed and sent to you.
Thank you.
So, friends, I'm Lion Amir Virani, host at Coffee Conversation and legal tech evangelist at Prime Infotech Solution, author of 15 books. We help law firms, corporate legal, startup SMEs with world-class technology, software licensing, and tech training solutions. So, my first question, Nandini ji, you have spent over 35 years with Karanjawala and Company. How would you describe your growth alongside the firm's evolution? Because this is like, what do you say, as अपने conversation में बोला के corporate marriage.
Yes.
Let's-
So it has been a remarkable journey, both personally and professionally. When I joined the firm, we were close-knit team of 10 lawyers, along with the founding partner, Mrs. Karanjawala, Manik Karanjawala, Mr. Karanjawala, managing partner. And today, we are close to more than 100 lawyers, senior partners, partners designate, and a team of lawyers. So now we are a big law firm. As the firm evolved with one of the India's foremost names in dispute resolution, each one of us grew with it. We have built a legacy by representing a wide range of eminent clients like Tata Motors, Tata Steel, Tata Sons, Bharti Airtel, Adani, ArcelorMittal, JSW Steel, Kalanithi Maran, Kal Airways. These are just some of the names. So before the Supreme Court, High Court, tribunals, we have been appearing repeatedly, and the collective effort and shared vision have shaped not just the firm's identity, but also my journey as a litigator. And later on, after around 10 years, I also entered into the arena of mediation. So this is how it is. When the firm grows, you also grow along with the firm. It is your deliberations, firm's collaborations, everything together. It is a mixture like a coffee, and then it smells good.
Wow. Good. Thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
So let's dive deep into the conversation.
Yes.
What's the biggest shift you're seeing in litigation culture, especially in the Supreme Court over the decades?
Okay. So the most profound shift which has been in the Supreme Court, which I have seen, is professionalization and digital transformation of litigation. In my time, when I started in 1992, I'll tell you, whenever a special lay petition or a document to be presented before the court was there, it was stenciled. And then they used to rub it with that black color thing, and then we used to prepare paper books, file it in the court, get it numbered, pay to that steno or whatever that person who used to do that. So from there now we are into a totally different technological advanced stage where paper books also there, but we do it e-filing now. Everything is e-filed. So if I want to file something urgent in the night at 12:30 also, that portal is open. I had to just file it. And next day I had to give a letter, that too on the online portal of Supreme Court, and I get my matter listed in the court. So See, the thing is, it is avoiding clutter of people also, and lots of hard work which you used to do manually. So that all has gone. Then after that, when the COVID came, now we have online hearings also. The Supreme Court and different high courts, as well as the district court, they trained lawyers, they trained their staff to use these portals. So some of them were like, people in the age group of more than 50, 55, they were adamant that, oh, we can't do it. But now it is so convenient. You need not to go on the roads and all these things. So hybrid courtrooms are there. And it is also a visible rise in specialization, whether in commercial litigation, constitution law, or arbitration. Moreover, the bench today, the judges, they want precise things. They don't want lengthy argument, 200 pages of summary of a matter, 50 or 100 pages of list of dates. So they tell us to avoid all these things. So we have to give reason, crisp written submissions before the court. The
Mm.
courtroom has become less theoretical but more intellectually demanding. That is the main thing. And that's a positive evolution for the justice system. And otherwise, also beyond this, I have seen two, three more changes which I would like to take mention here. One is we have the Supreme Court Legal Aid Committee. And this committee is not only limited to Supreme Court, it is in district courts, high courts, where lower stature people can go there and take a lawyer free of cost. Then we have Arbitration Act, Mediation Act, where the pre-litigation mediation is there. So these are all the evolutions which have happened over the years.
Wow, beautiful. Okay. Uh, Nandini ji, you're expert in mining laws. What's been the most challenging case and how did you navigate and uh, what were the key learnings you had?
So, yes, I have done a lot of mining cases. And mining laws is, basically all the companies who are into steel manufacturing or coal, basically, they are into them. So they have to first, whenever they take a land for doing mining, there are certain rules and regulations under the mining law that you have to take the mining lease. That lease has to be approved by the government. Then that lease is for a limited period. After that, they will start digging the holes, and it's a technical procedure where you have to see where the mineral is exactly there. After that, when you extract those minerals, it has to be what we call conditioned, like we do our hair conditioning. That mining, whatever it's like a stone. If you get a mine, some extract, it is like a stone, which is a stone. Now that stone has to be refurnished. There are certain processes. So there are many cases where the government will say that, you have not taken a mining lease. Your lease is not accepted. So you have to go to mining tribunals. The case will travel right from the mining tribunal to the Supreme Court. So it's a long journey. And for that, you have to be an expert on mining laws. There is a mining act in our country. The key lies in discipline study and, genuine curiosity and hands-on on the law and the latest judgment which are laid down by the Supreme Court. Mining is basically happening in Goa, Odisha, and Bihar. So these are the central points for all the mining litigations. It starts with Orissa. Sometime we have to go to Ranchi High Court and all these courts, and then come to Delhi for the mines tribunal, and then from there appeals will lie in the Supreme Court. So whenever you are doing any specialized field matters, you have to be hands-on on that particular subject. For that, I nobody can say that I am an expert. I have to keep reading latest case law, journals, not only Indian journals, but international journals also, and people who know more than me. I have to go to them also sometime and to take their expert comments. For example, if there is a matter which is listed before the mines tribunal, so I will go to an expert, ask him, or I will take a senior who has his expertise in that field. So that strategy building in these type of matters is also very important.
Wow. So, Nandini ji, what's a courtroom moment that left a lasting impression on you professionally and personally?
I will tell you, it will be, you can say it's, yes, professionally plus personally also. I was secretary of Advocate on Record Association in the Supreme Court of India. And I was doing my usual work in courtroom. And suddenly I get a call from one of my colleagues, and he said, the Chief Justice is calling you in the courtroom number one. I got very petrified. Why they are calling me? What happened? Have I done anything wrong? Anyway, I go there and there was a bench of three judges who were sitting, Chief Justice and two others judges. And the Chief Justice told me, you're the secretary. Yes, sir, I am the secretary. So there was a big medical college admission matter where there was some ghapla. So they were imposing heavy cost on those people. And they said, we want to divide part of this cost for the welfare of the Supreme Court Advocate on Record Association and SCBA, that is main body. So how do you want this money to be utilized for your particular reason, for the advocate on record? And like, if you're being called, you're running. And so suddenly I said, Lordships, there is a lot of female footfall in court, lady lawyers, lady litigants, as well as lady staff in the court. And there is no sanitary napkin, vending machine in courts, which I have seen in many foreign countries. Even in Bombay, I have seen at some places. So it just occurred in my mind, and I just said there is no vending machine in any of the courts. I have been traveling to many courts, and also incinerators for disposal of those sanitary. So
Yes.
three of them, they were talking something, and an order was made, and one particular registrar was appointed. He was appointed, he or she, I don't remember, it is 5, 6 years back. And within 2 months, full Supreme Court, the registry of the Supreme Court, the offices of the Supreme Court, the common places like the canteen and every washroom for ladies was having this vending machine and incinerator. Later on, Delhi High Court and all the other courts in the country, they have this. So the privilege goes to the judges. But I thought that, I'm just a secretary, and whatever I'm saying, why are they going to listen to me? They'll say, oh, so much of cost. But that never happened. And this
Mhm.
is the, courtroom movement which I will cherish my life.
Your
Definitely.
intention, ma'am, intention,
Thank you.
which divine ने complete करा के दिया, which was very much needed, and the timing, you putting in the words, the divine borrowed your mouth, and all the women, ye lawyers out there are grateful to you. So my next
Yes, they
question,
are
thank you.
benefiting.
Yes, it is very much needed. Means this is what is needed, and you put in based on
Yes.
experience. So thank you for leading me to my next question. With more women entering the field of law, how do you see the dynamics of leadership shifting in major litigation practices?
Yeah, that's a very so this see increasing number of women entering in the field of law in India right now, from the bench as well as practicing before the court. Now we
Mm.
are having so many lady judges, and they are also contemplating that ladies should be given preference. Whosoever is eligible and have that acuna to become a judge. Then there are many senior advocates which are designated by the Supreme Court, High Court, every level. In fact, I just read in the newspaper 2 days back that why not district court lady advocate should also be considered to become direct judges. They need not to write the judiciary exam, but they can be directly taken. So there are many very good in-house counsels in different companies. For example, like Hindustan Zinc or Tata's, I see lady, in-house counsel. So some people has a nick for that, that I don't want to practice in court, but with my experience, I want to be a good lady in-house counsel. Then I have seen in government also, the law secretary now, recently, I met her during a program. So she is the lady, and law secretary's post is so important for our judiciary. Then I have also seen, in law firms, like my law firm and many other law firms, there are so many lady senior partners who are taking the lead. So that's a
Yes.
very good, leadership concept for our country, and it has paved way for the future generation of women. That, if you do your hard work with sincerity, perseverance, you can reach to any level, and you command that respect. And then I have also seen that the under you also, they give you respect. It's not that gone are the days when people used to say, oh, she's our boss. But now they treat, yes, she's our boss because she has all the good qualifications and qualities to be there. So it's a welcome move. And everywhere I have been seeing that women are doing so well.
Yeah, yeah. So during my conversation with two, three coffee speakers from the legal world,
Yes.
Ranjana ji, at now she's joined Shardul. She is
Yes.
an a, does anchoring events,
Oh,
or
okay.
means wherever she has worked in different law firms, she organizes events. There is Suruchu is there at Infosys, a legal team. She
Mhm.
also organizes events. Work-life balance. So I'm surprised to see lawyers uh, eh, impacting work-life culture also, creating environment of games, sessions, creativity, so many things. So this is what.
Many, many women are there, and it is so encouraging. And in my firm also, I always encourage the women lawyers that, come what happen, try to have a proper balance in your life, and no one can stop your success journey.
Wow. Okay. Naninji, can you share a case or matter where the outcome
Mhm.
reaffirmed your belief in the power of law?
In the power of law. Yeah, very important. I'll tell you, there is one case of Vishakha. Vishakha versus State of Rajasthan, about
Mhm.
sexual harassment of women at workplace. This matter was decided by the Supreme Court, and certain guidelines were formed for all the offices, private offices, government offices, even law firms, everywhere, that these guidelines should be followed. There should be no sexual harassment. If there is something, then they have a POSH or a committee in their particular organization, and it should be taken very, very seriously. So it was just a case. And then later on, many debates happened, and the Sexual Harassment Prevention Act is there now. So
Mhm.
that is, it's a very welcome move. And the Supreme Court took initiative, and many lady advocates, they argued this matter. That is very important thing. And now every office, right from the government offices to private offices, they have a committee of this sexual harassment board. And there's a POSH committee also, where any lady can go and file her complaint. It will be independently heard. Not only the lady's complaint, but whosoever is the accused person, he should also be given an opportunity, and then they take a call. So Vishakha's judgment is still imprinted in my mind. Anybody can go and open the book and read about this. It's running into some 120 pages where guidelines are formed for prevention of sexual harassment. So that is a case which is really uh, embedded in my mind always.
Wow. Okay. Uh, Nandini, as a certified mediator, how do you decide whether a dispute is best suited for the courtroom or for mediation?
Yeah, this is also a very important question. So, when a case come to our office, see, I'll tell you, mediation in our country right now is court annexed. The Mediation Act of 2023 is there, which gives powers to the court, because pre-litigation mediation, the court will send these matters to the mediation center, to the lawyers. But at the same time, private mediation is also there. So my main focus is on this, that when a case comes, you have to see what are the power dynamics first. How
Mhm.
is one of the parties placed, whether that party is backed with a legal, judgment in their favor. Then there are certain cases where business houses are fighting. And there are certain cases where business houses where different partners or firm directors are brothers or sisters. So now I had to see that if they are brothers and sisters and there is a family concern, this is a fit case to go for mediation. But if there
Mm.
is a cases where two big giants they are fighting, and there's power, there is money, and there is time also, and they are ready to brief any topmost senior. But come what happened, they want to win a case. So those are the cases which will go to court. But cases which are like matrimonial cases, custody of a child is involved, or husband wife they are fighting that whether divorce should be taken. One party wants a divorce, one doesn't want a divorce. So those are the cases you have to use your mind and accordingly take a call. But usually matters where parties are fighting tooth and nail for the last 10 years, they have traveled to lower court, to high court, to Supreme Court. Why will they settle for mediation? They'll say we have come to the last court now, unless and until there is something where one party feels that they are going to lose. So they'll say, okay, ma'am, we will give it a try. So it depends from matters to matters and the dynamics of the case.
Yeah. So my next question will be related to that. How do
Yes.
you balance intense legal practice with a more human, empathic lens required in mediation?
Very important. So after I have become a mediator, I have become a better human being, because you know what mediation is what? It is not sympathy, it is empathy.
Yes.
And the
Oh,
most
yeah.
important thing in mediation is listening. You
Yes.
have to be a very good listener. If I am not a good listener, I am of no use. If you are telling me something, it for me it's a story, but for you it's a lifetime, problem or whatever is the thing for which you
Mm.
have come to me. So if I don't listen to you and keep on interjecting, then you will say, what is this? So mediation and litigation, two things are there, but all the qualities which are there in a mediator are useful for the courtroom also. For example,
Mm.
in courtrooms, we keep waiting for our matters. It is not that if my matter is listed as item 20, that means it will finish in another half an hour. I have to keep waiting also. Sometime it will reach at 4 o'clock. For example, today's interview also, I was worried whether I will make it or not. But that
Mm.
patience, that keeping yourself calm at that stage
Yeah.
helps me a lot in my litigation also, because high profile litigations you have to handle your clients at one side, the bench
Yeah.
on the other side, and yourself, the third person, where the emotions are going high and low, whether we will win the case, if we will not win the case, what will the client say? So these are things which keep on going in your mind. But the qualities of a mediator, which we have been taught, how you have to present yourself, keep yourself calm. If you are not calm, how will deliver whatever you're supposed to do, your duties? So that mediation qualities, all the qualities of a mediator helps me in litigation also to a large extent, not only to me, to my team also, because they'll
Mm.
say, ma'am, there's no effect on you. Why? So I said, you should also not have any effect of these things. First and most important thing is you should not be emotionally involved either with your
Yeah.
case or with your client. You have to
Yeah.
do your duty with perfection. 100%, 100% perfection. Whatever is the case law, the summary of a matter, latest judgment supporting your matter, do all that. And that is your best thing you could do. So why should I worry if I haven't done my job? Then that's a different thing. So keeping your calm, keeping the objective behind your eyes and at the back of your mind will take you places. Keep doing your job. That is the best thing, what I
Wow.
feel.
So I'm want to take the liberty and ask you this question. Like doctors don't operate on their family members. So if a case comes to you, a family related dispute, any dispute, uh, uh, is it advisable for a mid case uh, lawyer like you should take that case?
I will try to understand your question. What you're asking me is, if a matter related to your family comes, so this is vis-a-vis, I'll tell you, this is applicable in the case of mediation more. and litigation also. Also, I'll first explain for mediation and then of the court work. So for
Hmm.
mediation, the thumb rule is this, that if any of your family or your relative matter comes to you, don't do it. Don't do it. I will never do it. I will send it to some other colleague or someone and I'll say, please, you do it. Because when you are related, your emotions work at a different level. I will have that bias in me always, that he's my related. What about the other party? My bias will be towards my members. So why should I do a case where I am not acting as an independent person? They say a mediator is a third party, not
Hmm.
affected by any of the equations. You're a neutral person, so then I am not a neutral person. So mediation, you don't take it. Yeah, matters like if your my sister is having some matter in Bombay High Court and she will tell me that when it travels to Supreme Court, will you do it? Yes, or why not? I will definitely try and do it. That I can do it. But in mediation, it's a different thing. But your question, if I have understood it correctly, that whether that creates some emotions in your mind, right?
Yeah, there are many
Yes.
things. Because there's another topic. This is
Yes,
like
yes,
doctors
yes.
nahi lete hai.
हाँ,
But I watch a series,
yes.
Netflix पे. I'll find out and give कि a doctor is
Hmm.
एक इट्स अ जापानीज सीरीज कि जहाँ पे वो अपने एक्स लवर को ऑपरेट करता
हाँ,
है,
ओके,
इमोशंस को कंट्रोल करके उसका उसका इट्स अ ब्रेन नर्व का डैमेज है. ही इज अ एक्सपर्ट इन, ही इज अ न्यूरोसर्जन.
yes.
सो ही
So, sir,
वाज
I
इन अ
think,
डिलेमा क्या करना,
हाँ,
वेदर.
yeah.
But he takes that. No, I'll keep my emotion aside. He does the research work, and काफी सारा ये करके, and finally another thing had happened. But he took that onus कि नहीं, I'll go and perform this.
I also did the same thing. There was a one of my cousin sister's matter. It came to Supreme Court, and she said in Marathi, "Sister, you call Tai." So she said, "Tai, you have to do this matter." So I was little reluctant, but I said, "Yes, I will try." Because medical field is a different thing where one cut here and there is like it's a life-threatening thing. But in legal profession, it's not like that. So I would like to, and I always my relatives they come to me because there is only one Supreme Court. So all over the country, someone will have something. So I take those matters. But mediation, certainly I will not do.
Okay, thank you, Paula. Okay, so Nandini ji, what values or work habits have been non-negotiable for you when building or mentoring your team?
Oh, very important, sir. So while building or mentoring a team of lawyers, several values and work habits are they are essential to cultivate a positive, productive, and successful team dynamics. Integrity, ethics, confidentiality, respect towards client and their confidentiality, as well as professional boundaries, collaboration, teamwork. Every team member should be encouraged to be respectful with each other, and the team member should promote that culture later on also, because if there is no collaboration, a team can never be successful. For example, in your culture also, teamwork is the most important, because when, like for example, when this interview started, a team member of your he checked the voice and everything. Now you are not going to do it, you will delegate it to your people. So same in my team, if I delegate work to my team members, they are confident that what she is delegating to us, we have to do it with most perfection. So collaboration, teamwork, professional development, then growth, accountability, and responsibility, ownership of the work which is given to you, like each member, adaptability, and resilience to maintain a positive attitude despite challenges is most important. And by cultivating these values in your team members, you can build a high performing team of lawyers who are equipped to deliver exceptional results, as per my understanding.
Wow. Okay, so my last question for a professional journey round: what advice would you give to young lawyers entering the world of litigation, mediation, and mining laws.
Only mining laws, all laws.
But you're an expert, means
So,
that's why
yes.
mining and मैंने last में mention किया.
Yeah. So, sir, what I keep going to law colleges also, and whatever advice I can give with my experiences, that enter into the field of law, become a lawyer, join any law firm while during your, when you're in second year or third year. I think there is a rule that after second year you can do your internships.
Hmm.
Keep joining lawyers, not necessarily a law firm, any lawyer. And I believe that start with the district courts. Don't directly jump to the High Court and Supreme Court, um, just to show off that, oh, I'm working with so and so, I'm working with so and so, all big names. Start with the lower courts, learn the CPC provisions, because the real practice is in lower courts. All the
Hmm.
suits are drafted in the lower court. After that, they travel to High Court, much more refined. And in Supreme Court, we do the drafting, but most of the material we take from the lower court pleadings. And on the
Hmm.
basis of that only we argue in Supreme Court. So my advice is that not for 2-3 years, at least for 6 months or 1 year, please get attached with the lower court lawyer, learn the nitty-gritties, then come to High Court or Supreme Court and become a lawyer. And after you become a lawyer, you practice. Then after 5 or 6, there is a rule for the under the Mediation Act that you should have at least an experience of 10 years. So you become mature to do the mediations. So after that, you join any mediation class. It's 40 hours training for to become a mediator. Do that, get attached with any mediation center in the lower court or high court, do some mediations. Initially, after that 40 hours training, they have to go and do mediation with a seasoned lawyer, mediator. So that experience you get because you sit as a co-mediator and you learn the nitty-gritties of mediation and do that. Then there are many lawyers, young lawyers who want to go into judiciary also.
Hmm.
Start your practice day by day. Besides that, you can prepare for your judiciary also. So don't focus on only, I want to go in judiciary, I'll just attend all the coaching classes, I'll not go to court, I will not do go to court also. In courtroom, I still remember, I have so many stories with 30 years of his. So when I joined the profession, I joined a person I'll not name, who was a Supreme Court judge later on, and now he's retired. So he used to, for one full month, he used to tell me, go to chief court, sit there, make notes,
Mhm.
and tell me in the evening what have you heard.
Wow.
You will see how seniors argue, how they address the court, what is what are the things, how to speak, your voice, the decorum, the flow, articulation power. So these are small, small things which you learn when you go to court. If you sit in your office, you cannot learn all these things.
Beautiful. So let's go to next round and understand Nandini ji as a person. Tell us about your family and your formative years.
Okay, family. So I was fortunate to grow in an environment that value education, discipline, and independent thoughts. My father was in army. My mother was a teacher. My parents instilled in me the importance of hard work, integrity, and independent thoughts. They encouraged me to pursue my passion for law, supported me at every stage, even when the field was very less open for the lawyers. At my time, there were hardly any, in law. I did from campus law center. And my father was very particular that if you see that something is going wrong, speak up.
Hmm.
So that was
Wow.
my family background.
Wow.
So we are
So,
like father was a army man, but then later
hmm,
stages of his life we were staying in Delhi only. So that discipline, getting up early in the morning, praying to God, giving respect to your elders. These are basic things. This is how we have grown up.
wow. Okay. Uh, so, Nandini, how do you stay grounded during chaotic times? What are your go-to rituals or habits?
So, for that, I'll start with my, I am into Buddhism also. So I
Mm,
chant. Plus, I believe in God in a way that there is some divine power.
mhm,
Early morning, getting up, touching the earth, that we are grateful, whatever you have given us, and respect your elders, whosoever they are. My parents are no more, but whosoever my aunts, uncle, or in fact my neighbors also who are elder to me, respect them, try to help them. And the ritual is this only, that on every occasion in life, if there is a birthday or whatever, I will definitely make a small prayer to God, that thank you for whatever you have given us and whatever you have taken from us, maybe for good or wrong, whatever. So stay grounded. And I feel that simplicity is the most important key. It's a golden key for all of us. If you're simple, not exaggerating about your that I have done this, I have done that. Be simple. Whenever need arises, then open up. When you feel that your right are hampered, definitely speak up loudly, but maintain your dignity. That is my the way I handle myself and my life.
wow. So, Nandini, what's a place that brings you peace? Could be a childhood home, a travel destination, or just a cozy corner of your house.
I am very happy in a cozy corner of my house. That is more than enough. A cozy corner, it can be any corner in my house. The moment you enter your house, you get those positive vibes, and the atmosphere, that chaotic atmosphere outside, like it from A to B place, if you have to go, it takes 30 minutes minimum now these days. And the traffic is so much. So the home is the most important. And the when you maybe you're staying in a five-star hotel, but once you are at your home, that is the best cozy place for, at least for me.
Wow. So, are there any books, poems, or songs that have stayed with you over the years? Something that always lifts your spirit?
I don't know about lifting my spirit, but from the young age, I loved novels written by John Grisham. And I particularly
Mhm.
enjoyed his novel, The Rainmaker, A Time to Kill, and Lincoln Lawyer also. That is Michelle Conley's lawyer, this thing. It is my all-time favorite novel because it's a gripping thriller about a defense attorney who operated out of the back of his Lincoln Town car. So that these three books, because from my early age only, I was very interested in suspense, crime, and thrillers. So these are the things. And poems, yes, I write poetry also, little bit in Hindi. And songs, I don't like the songs what are going on now these days, but definitely the old Lata Mangeshkar songs and some Thumris and all. That is my.
Wow. Wow. So, what does a peaceful Sunday look like for Nandini Gore?
Can we say on this forum, peaceful Sundays, putting oil in your hair and and relaxing, then having your siesta time, having your breakfast at your leisure, having good
Mhm.
lunch, watching a movie on Netflix, and playing with my grandson who is just 15 months old.
Wow, beautiful. Wow. So, now let's some fun. If your
Yes.
closest friends were to describe you at a get together, what would they say?
Oh my God. They always say, see, they tell me that you are the person who controls us. So, but then I tell them that I don't control you. So, for example, if you're going for a lunch, they are fighting who will pay the money. So I'll say, okay, we will do Dutch. So they will make fun of me and they'll say, so now your mediator hat is still running active over here. So this is how, but my friends, I have a very close circle of friends, and they all tell me that you are the one who control us. Like whenever they're like in a fighting mood or when they're in a dancing mood, and then I'll tell them, yes, this is fine now. Now it's fine. Time to go home. So they say, how do you manage all these things? So I am like I carry a hat of a mediator plus a communicator between, if two of my friends are having some rift. So I am the one who will call the other one. You come to this place at this time, and the other one will try to patch them up. So
Mhm.
that is how I am.
Beautiful. Okay. Uh, Ma'am, you've got a series at the Coffee Corner, Sri Shakti. What does Sri Shakti mean to you?
Sri Shakti. Yeah. Sri Shakti means a confidence in you. You have a confidence, but the surrounding doesn't support you. But the Sri Shakti initiatives which are taken by the government, by many private personalities like you also, because I've heard you are carrying a series of Sri Shakti. So Sri Shakti is this, that to a Sri, to a female, you give your support and
Mm.
see how she works, how the dynamics of your house, your office, your country will change. Give them power, let them show the world that they are capable of doing many things, and you will see the change. That happiness is around. And Sri Shakti means, and Sri Shakti is a hidden talent which was not coming out. But over the years, I've seen change, drastic transformation. Previously, in many houses, I used to say, when a girl child is born, it's okay, this is a girl, and they'll celebrate the birthday. But now they will make reels that Lakshmi has come to our house, and many people want first daughter. They don't want a son first. First delivery, they'll say, I want a daughter. So that is the new generation that is giving birth to Sri Shakti. So this is how it will start. And every parent now in their houses, I see many people, they will give bestest of the education to their daughters. Previously, it was only reserved for the male counterparts. Now they will, if a daughter says, I want to become a pilot, yes, why not? So many people I know. My own cousin brother, his daughter is becoming a lawyer. And he said, Didi, I want her to be a senior advocate. I will send her wherever, as per my capacity, I can do it. So these are examples. Our family members, our society is going to give a lift to the female candidate, and then that female will be like a Durga, according to me.
Wow, beautiful. Okay. Uh, what legacy would you like to leave behind?
Legacy. I would like to leave a legacy that, be yourself. Don't put any, mask on your face the way you are. Keep doing your work. Work hard. Work hard. I keep telling my family members also that that is the only key of success. Keep on, look at me. I was just a normal, lawyer, but I decided to join a law firm, and I
Mm.
never, there was no confusion in my mind. I got many offers to join at different places, but I thought I have to do a work balance, work and family balance, and what is best for me, I'll do that. So every person, male or female, irrespective of the gender, the legacy which we leave behind is, be a kind person, be a knowledgeable person, and try and help other peoples in life. That is the legacy I want to leave behind. And people should know that, Nandini was a very pleasant personality. That is what I want to know. And never do any harm to anyone. That is my key, which I always follow.
Wow. My last one is a googly one. Describe Nandini in one line.
Oh, in one line. Nandini is mysterious. Nandini is a woman of reason and resilience who leads with grace, listens with empathy, and believes in the quality of quiet power for
Wow.
justice.
Beautiful. So let's put you in the hot seat, the rapid fire round. Your go to comfort food.
Oh. Tell me, sir.
You have to say, ma'am. You're in the hot seat.
No, so what I have to do? I have to ask you questions or what?
No, no. I'll be asking you. You're in the hot seat, and it's a rapid fire round. Your
All
go-to
right.
comfort food.
Your voice is breaking, sir.
So my first question for the rapid fire round is your go-to comfort food.
Go to comfort food. Okay. Go to comfort food is upma. South Indian upma. I love it.
Wow. Supreme Court mornings or mediation room afternoons.
Supreme Court mornings. Very
Wow.
thrilling. Charged.
Your favorite color.
My favorite all-time color is blue color, light blue color.
Wow. Your dream travel place.
My dream travel place keep on changing, but now these days it is London because my daughter stays there.
Wow. Okay. Early morning walk or late night read.
Early morning walk. I'm an early riser, so I believe in that. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Yes. One word that defines your legal journey.
Roller coaster.
Wow. Best piece of advice received.
Best piece of advice received. That was from my father. Try to
Mhm.
be simple, grounded,
Wow.
and keep doing your work with perseverance.
Beautiful. So last one. Tea in silence or coffee with conversation.
Stay in silence. Sorry for that.
It's fine, man. Okay.
Because I don't drink coffee, so that was the reason. Otherwise, definitely coffee. I don't
Okay.
drink coffee and I'm a tea person. I need 4 cups of tea in a day. So, tea person.
You did well, and here's a book, your gift, which will be autographed and sent to you. So, friends, it was a lovely conversation. Didn't think by having with a senior 35 years in one place, corporate marriage. So, all those young legal professionals, if you want to be in one firm, watch this episode where she takes you through the journey and through being a litigator, a mediator, and mining law expert. So all those young legal professionals watch this episode. You'll get a lot of insights how to build your career in mining laws because this is also a niche area. There are very few mining laws experts like Nandini ji is. So subscribe to Coffee Connoisseur where there are 450 plus speakers bring to table their journeys, inspiring stories. And if you'll be featured, visit our website, link the Emerging India Forum or LinkedIn page, or connect with 450 speakers to put in a word to invite you to have coffee conversation. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you.